All right, I am back. Sorry, it's been a little bit. I've been training for a triathlon. I've just been busy, but now I'm back. And I've got some ideas and I've got some episodes. I'm Justin Mott, and if you're new here, my channel is dedicated to all things photography from the perspective of a full-time working professional photographer. And today, I want to share with you guys some advice on cultivating a professional mindset as a photographer. This is something I've developed over 20 years of high stress editorial assignments, personal projects, and high profile commercial work. I believe today's guidance will benefit both amateurs and professionals alike. Before we get started, I just want to thank today's sponsor, which is WOTANCRAFT bags. They're all the rage on YouTube right now, but I'm proud to have been with them for like 7+ years. I've been with them from like day one. More on them later, but they are my favorite camera bags. So success for professional and amateur photographers can come in many forms. Industry recognition, the impact of your photos, contest wins, and what a lot of people care about is financial success. However, it's all unpredictable, somewhat random, often confusing, and sometimes even just flat out unfair. And success from recognition doesn't necessarily go hand in hand with financial success, and the same goes for the impact of your photos. In fact, I've had the most financial success in my photography on images that you'll never see. Well, you might see, but you'll never see with my name attached to them because I've signed NDAs. And often when you do that, you get more money because they've done a full buyout of your images. So for the most part, the path of success in photography is not linear. It's not like you earn more money and gain more recognition each year. It's not like it's compounding as you climb the corporate ladder of success like you do in other companies. The industry is rough. It can forget about you. A big client could disappear for reasons beyond your control. The rate you charge for one commercial shoot might have been like stamped and approved and appreciated, and then you quote that same rate to another client and they might laugh at you. A magazine client you shot with for years or risked your life for might decide to go in a different direction when they have a new editor. Your heartfelt personal project might flop, while a seemingly insignificant assignment could become newsworthy, then contest worthy, and eventually make your work relevant. You just sort of never know. Whenever you're angry, your work doesn't get more recognition than you think it deserves. Remember, more people out there know the somewhat average or even below average photography of many famous YouTube people compared to the photography of many of the historical greats. It's unfair, but it's just the way it is. And so now you might say like, oh, where's the positive stuff, Justin? I came here to be motivated. I came here to get excited. I came here to find my path and understand your mindset. I thought you were optimistic. I am, and I'm going to get into that part right now. But before I delve into that mindset, let me introduce you guys to the camera bag I've used throughout my entire career. That is WOTANCRAFT bags. They epitomize what I'm trying to convey here today, because while they're just getting their due and respect and recognition now, sort of in the YouTube world about them, they've been doing this for a very long time. They've been making bags at a high level for a long time, and I've been using them for a long time. They're just an incredible bag. I've just got their new little pouch here, which is awesome. It's not a bag, it's a pouch, but you can see it fits my Leica M10D, my 35 in there just kind of perfectly. So some days you don't want to take out your like dedicated camera bag. You take a little backpack and stick your pouch in the backpack. Stick this in a regular bag, but I do absolutely love their camera bags. I love their brand. I love how stylish, how modular they are, especially the Pilot Series bags. Check them out. I've got an affiliate link in the description box below. Okay, so here it goes. If you truly want to improve as a photographer, whether you're an amateur or a pro, you need to stop quitting. I don't mean quitting the industry. Of course, don't quit the industry if you want to make it as a photographer. I mean stop quitting on a micro and macro level. On a micro level, stop quitting on shots when you don't get them right. Don't give up on your composition because you can't seem to make it work, or don't quit on a scene because you're impatient. Don't abandon your camera gear because you think it's holding you back. It's not. Don't walk away from a portrait because it isn't what you expected. Don't quit on your street photography because it's not as good as someone else's out there, or didn't win a contest, or didn't get enough praises or likes or recognition on social media. Most of my shots had to be worked through with different lenses, different perspectives, different lighting, or even just a different overall creative thought process. Photography isn't about letting the world show you pictures and you just take them. It's about going out with purpose, finding them, and earning them. On a macro level, don't quit on your personal projects. Don't quit on your growth. Don't quit on your genre. Don't quit on your brand. Don't let a lack of success, however you may define that, cause you to give up. Don't let the industry's definition of success define you. Be open to changing your definition of success as you grow as a person and as you grow as a photographer. Maybe you didn't get published in that big magazine that you always wanted to be in. Who cares? I know big time photographers whose work is published in gigantic magazines that a lot of people want to be in. That makes me yawn. And I know a lot of unknown photographers whose work moves me deeply. A lot of these things are completely out of your control. I got in with the New York Times relatively quickly, but I could have quit during the years leading up to that due to a lack of recognition or lack of income. I didn't magically get better one day and then the New York Times took notice and said, okay, you're ready, and they called me. I'm proud of the work that I've shot for them. I'm proud of the assignments that I still do for them. And I'm not taking away from my hard work that got me there, but other people have worked just as hard and not got there as well. And other people have worked a lot less hard. I've referred people who didn't do any of the hard work or any of the in-person meetings that I did, and they got a job. And also, early on in my career, I thought they were everything. For me, I always wanted to work for the New York Times. I thought they were like, I let them define me as a photographer. And I'm thankful for all the work that I've gotten for them. I'm thankful for the assignments that I still get from them. But their rate sucks. The recognition often sucks. I risk my life. It's cyclical. You get editors that like you, get other editors that move on, and new editors that want to work with someone else. If I let them define me as a photographer, I would be miserable and I wouldn't be making much money at all. I'd be living paycheck to paycheck, and that wouldn't be a great way to live in my 40s. Other versions of this, I thought success was having my own TV show sponsored by Canon for 5 years on History Channel Asia. I thought that was going to be fantastic. Well, it turns out it was fun, but I lost more money than I gained from that from the jobs that I had to turn down while I was filming that show. And Canon never really supported my personal work. And my YouTube channel today makes more money than I ever made on that show over 5 years. Sounds crazy to say that, but it does. Not through advertising, but through my workshops and through my classes. And speaking of that, you guys, I've got a few slots left for my Northern Vietnam photography workshop in December 2024. Check that out at askmott.com. But I didn't quit on my growth, which led me to pursue commercial work. And I didn't land Intercontinental Hotels as a marquee client until I was in my mid to late 30s. And I could have quit on commercial work long before that because I was shooting terrible, uninspiring hotels for a lot of unappreciative clients at unappreciative rates. But I didn't. And then later on, I landed another gigantic legacy client at age 44 that I never dreamed of because I'd never quit on my potential. I didn't quit the commercial photography world just because the industry wanted to label me as an editorial photographer. So I didn't let their definition of success define me. I let my own definition of success define me, which changed through the course of years. I started to think about my future and wanting to live a more comfortable life and wanting to make a little more money and have consistent income. And then pivoting to my personal work. I've had some nice wins early on in my career for some personal projects. I've also had some duds along the way, and it wasn't a linear path. Some stuff early on when I was worse was more successful later on when I thought I was more creative and better as a photographer and better as a storyteller. And I've had some projects that paused and then resumed, like my Kindred Guardians project. And then that project, many years later after I started, it's still going. I'm finally having an exhibition, and maybe I'll have a book in the next couple of years. So you never know where things are going to take you. But the point is I didn't quit on the project. I didn't quit on the industry. I never quit on myself. I haven't always succeeded. I had a lot of duds out there, but I try not to let the industry's definition of success define me. Photography is like life. Detours will come up, ups and downs are inevitable, but stay the course, keep moving forward. That's what my coach said in my triathlon training, keep moving forward. And that's great advice for really anyone out there. The industry's weird that way. What should be a win might not be, and what should gain recognition might not. So just bake that into your mindset. But inevitably, if you keep moving forward, if you don't quit, you will get some wins out there, and define those wins as success for you. Don't let your peers, don't let the industry, don't let social media define what success looks like to you. Create your own definition of that. And most importantly, just don't quit on a micro or macro level. That's it for today, guys. Thank you for tuning in. If you have any questions, you can ask me in the comment section below. I'm quite engaged there. I like to have a dialogue there. So Let's have a conversation. Don't forget to check out my online store at askmott.com. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and don't forget to have a wonderful day.